Hey, what's good with you guys? This is Ronaldo Hernandez, and today I'm making a video called "Which intensity is best to work out with Samping Triceps syndrome?" So, um, from my experience, working out with a light to moderate heavy intensity is seems to be the best in regards to working out with Samping Triceps syndrome. I say that because uh, it's just better to pick a weight where it's where you're really able to control, because the heavier you go, especially with upper body lifts, you have a tendency to want to bend the elbow more, and if you bend the elbow all the way, you're gonna make the snapping tricep sensation occur. So in this situation, it's just always better to make sure that um, you have the weight. You pick a weight where you're able to control fully, and it doesn't control you. um Now, with that in mind, since you won't be able to really train for strength, specifically for your upper body, because with legs, I do train for strength, so I for sure go heavy on those, as heavy as I can. But just with your upper body, it's just gonna be harder. I tried it, and obviously it's better to just go lighter. You know, and since you're not gonna be able to train as heavy. Um, that's where you have to really prioritize also volume and frequency too. Just because the better the frequency, I mean the higher the frequency, the more chance, the better it'll be for you to increase muscle nuclei, and be able to build muscle. But for sure you gotta like regulate your volume. You gotta like just you gotta up the volume in this case. Just so there's enough of a stimulus for the muscles to be able to grow. And you know with that in mind too, with this style of training, I kind of been kind of dang, what was I gonna say? I've been following the concepts of like Serge and Bray, this like old school bodybuilder from like the 70s, 80s, actually 70s. Well, he was mostly famous in the 70s, back when like Arnold and them were bodybuilding, and he had the system to where his philosophy was to train from a light to moderate weight, and to like chase the pump basically, just do a lot of pump sets, and do a lot of sets, and keep the resting time in between the sets as minimum as you can. It ranges from like 30 to 60 seconds or even 90 seconds, depending on, the kind of work you're doing. But, following his philosophy, I say, it's working pretty good. Um, but however, it's more time consuming in this case, because, you do have to do more volume just so you could get a good enough a stress on the muscle. But it's so doable. You don't really have to train so heavy, and for sure you gotta put your ego out the door. Even I get tempted to want to go heavier and heavier, but this if you wanna see the best results, get the best out of your program and training. Do what's best for your body. And in this situation, from my experience with training with snapping tricep syndrome, it's just better to go lighter, or the heavies you go, it's like moderate heavy. And I say that with the idea of like anywhere from like 6 to 4 reps. It's like the heaviest you go with that kind of weight. With a weight that you can control for 6 to 4 reps. That's the heaviest you can go. You can't really do 1 rep maxes or go do a triple or double, stuff like that. You just can't. You know, I mean, you could try, but I'm telling you right now, it just, well, for my case, I just had more of a tendency to, break my form with my arms. Um, but yeah, I just wanted to make a quick video on that. Um, if you guys want to hear more things about my experiences with working out with snapping triceps syndrome, please leave a comment below. I thank you for tuning in, and have a nice night.